Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a mid-monthly reading for all of the signs from mid-month May 2018, focusing specifically on the areas of love and relationships and career and finances. For the love and relationships portion of the reading, I'll be using the Chrysalis Tarot by Holly Sierra. And we'll pull an additional oracle card from the Romance Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. And for the career and finance portion, I'll use the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti and pull an oracle card from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can connect with me in a number of ways. The most, the quickest and newest way would be by using the INSTANTGO app on your iPhone or smartphone. It's a great new app that can put us in touch with each other very quickly. If it's just sort of a quick question that you have, we can message each other on it. So I would encourage you to take a look at that. Information for it is in the description box below, but you can just search me up by Changing Phases Tarot once you install the app. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. You'll find information about the types of readings that I offer as well as pricing for the readings. Now, for this month as well, just another reminder, at the end of the month on May 29th, we will be having the next full moon. It's the full moon in Sagittarius, and it's the flower moon. So I'll be putting out, like I usually do, I'll put out a special full moon tarot spread for the full moon, and I also do a giveaway. So be looking out for the special video for the giveaway, and if you're interested, you can you'll watch the video to find out how you can enter into the giveaway to win a free reading with me. It's a one question reading, but I do a 10-card Celtic cross spread, much like I do for the monthly readings, and it's just something that I like to do to give back to everybody who likes my videos and comes on and watches them and subscribes to the channel. I really do appreciate it. So it's just a little something that I do to give back. All right, so I will stop for now, and I will see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Taurus, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-May reading, looking at the two spreads here for career and finance and love and relationships. All right, so we'll start off with the career. And actually, this portion of your reading, the cards came out very quickly. And then the love and relationships, it just sort of took forever for them to come out. Don't know if that means anything, but we will see here. All right, so in the past position, the energy heading into the last 2 weeks of May, you have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Knight of Pentacles, and the outbound energy for the month is the Queen of Pentacles. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, the Nine of Cups. And the life purpose oracle card that came out for you is travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Excuse me. Okay, so starting off with the Eight of Wands. So Wands energy, this is fire energy. And it deals with the day-to-day matters in life. It has to do with the work that we do. It's also our drive, determination, ambition, passion for those things that we do, creativity, creative projects, endeavors. And the Eight of Wands has to do with, quick news coming in, possibly news from afar. And it's, exciting news. It could have to do with work. Usually it's this sort of, since it is quick, we associate it more with, exchanging emails with somebody, or news coming across the internet, or texting, something like that. That's, this back and forth, very, very quick back and forth. It sits in the past position here. So for some of you, there could have been, in the recent past. It could have been some news that came in quite quickly for you. And this news could have to do with, either a job. It could have to do with, a creative endeavor if you're involved in something like that. It can also have to do with taking quick, decisive action on something, finishing a project, reaching a certain goal. But whatever it is, it's just, very quick. So came in quite quickly. And then it's brought you have these two earth energy cards here. And obviously you are an earth sign Taurus. So this could most definitely, be you, just you here in your element. But it brings us to this Knight of Pentacles. Knights I usually think of as, they're events, like they're people who bring in news, but they're sort of messengers, but they also act on the news, right? So whatever this news might have been with regards to possibly a new project or new job, something you had to act on quite quickly, this Knight of Pentacles is not a quick energy at all, right? Out of all of the knights, he's probably the slowest moving of the knights, because he's the slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. But this is earth energy, which deals with the tangible things, that we can touch and feel here in the material realm. So it also has to do with our jobs. It's money that we are paid for the work that we do. It has to do with material prosperity, things that we can buy with the money that we earn. It's our homes, families, education, knowledge. And, he's very much about, no matter how long it takes him, he will, once he sort of sets his sights on something, he's this, he plods along and won't stop until he gets there. So he's a kind of a cautious energy here with this Knight of Pentacles. But he's very hardworking. He's very, very trustworthy, reliable, stable. So, whatever this news is, I feel that it was, it has staying power. This news that came in quickly, if it does have to do with a job, it's something that's going to bring sort of lasting, results here, lasting financial results. And then followed by this Queen of Pentacles as the outbound energy. This is really you and your element here because, yes, she could be another earth sign individual. I'll give you that option, right? That could be somebody who's playing a significant role over the next couple of weeks in your life. If so, then typically this would be an older earth sign individual. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Male or female, not gender specific. Same thing with the Knight. Could be a person, but again, I really don't feel that this is a person, right? And I feel that this, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is sort of you, just very much in your element, taking on this energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And she's somebody who's, she's very grounded. She's very down to earth, practical, resourceful as well. I mean, she's good at making money and holding on to her money. She knows how to invest her money. She's also resourceful. So, I mean, if for some reason, she doesn't have enough money or doesn't, she's good at making things or using what she has. She's resourceful. So, she's also kind of the earth mother. So she takes care of those around her. She also, she's good at taking care of sort of plants and the garden and animals. She's a caring individual, but she's, very, very down to earth. Very nurturing, especially if there are animals, children involved. She's that type of figure. But with the Nine of Cups as your overall energy, I mean, again, whatever this news was, possibly about a new job, this offer with regards to either money or a new job offer, a pay increase. Again, we go from the Knight to the Queen. So there is this sort of, by the end of the month, there's you just feeling, in a very good financial position here and having your wishes come true. The Nine of Cups card is the minor arcana version of the wish card, right? The wish upon a star. So whatever this wish might be, and obviously this is going to play out in different ways for everybody watching. I mean, for some of you, this could be a new job. For others, this could be, a pay raise. For others, it could be, getting your finances back on track. If, this could be news, going back to the news, if it's not news of a job, this could be news, related to your finances that get you back on track, that bring you greater financial stability here. And again, this Knight of Pentacles can also be, reaching, achieving a goal. There's also this goal with the Eight of Wands, finishing a project or reaching a particular goal here. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, this is just very, very focused, so she's hardworking, she's grounded, but it's also, being very focused on whatever this is. I mean, there is there's sort of also, you run the risk of becoming too focused on the finances, so don't allow that to happen. But I think with this Nine of Cups and you kind of getting what your, whatever your wishes are, kind of having your wishes come true. And the Nine of Cups is also a card that speaks of optimism and remaining optimistic. It's a card of kind of, seeing the cup half full as opposed to half empty. But it is a card of your wishes coming true, fulfillment. So this can, obviously play out in many different ways here. If this is financial stability or something to do with the, with home, this could be, this could even be, a move, because Knights have to do with movement, even though the Eight of Wands is very fast moving and the Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving, there's still movement involved. So there could be a home move. There could be, there's sort of an outcome coming in here, things happening quickly with the Eight of Wands. So there could be news of a home move coming in, and this home move is going to, bring you greater stability. It's going to, it's going to, by the end of the month, possibly, there could be, the news shows up in the past, but this could be sort of news coming in during this period, and then, it sets into motion some type of move, whether this is a job move or home move. And then we have travel as your oracle card. Let me find my guidebook here, because I like to read the full meaning for the oracle cards. And this travel card says, let me find it. Here we go. It says, you drew this card as validation of what you already knew, that your life's work involves traveling. You may be called to be of service in faraway places, or it could be that a life-changing travel experience will give you breakthrough information about your divine purpose. Like a traveling minstrel, you bring blessings wherever you go. This card also speaks to movement in your life, with adventurous and life-enhancing changes occurring for you now and in the immediate future. By letting go of the old and stepping into these changes, you gain the sense of meaning and fulfillment that you've desired. The former stagnation is replaced with a passion for new projects and relationships. A third meaning of this card is that your life purpose involves technology, especially with respect to computers and telecommunication. This could signal telecommuting, where you work from home via computer, or it could literally mean that your work involves computer programming, sales, and such. And going back to this Eight of Wands, this could have to do with, we were talking about this quick communication. So this could have to do with, possibly telecommuting or something, a job that has to do with working from home or working online. Again, there's this movement in the whole travel card. It says the second meaning for the card is, movement in your life. And you have this movement with the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. So there could be movement, or there could be, travel at a distance, overseas travel coming in here with this card as well. But, change, but good, change for the better here. Something that's going to bring you great joy and greater stability coming in here, definitely. But it could happen quite quickly. So, like I said, your cards came out very quickly for this part of the reading. So interesting. All right, let's move on. So looking at the cards for your love and relationships, we have in the past position, this is card number 21 of the Major Arcana. It's the World card, and in this particular deck, it's Psyche. And I'll go through the different meanings. I think I mentioned it in the introduction, but some of the meanings, especially for the major arcana cards in the Chrysalis deck, they're a little bit different. So I'll get to that. In the present position, you have the Two of Scrolls. This would be the Two of Swords in the traditional tarot. In the future position, the Healer. This is the Page of Mirrors or the Page of Cups. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, the Four of Scrolls. This is the Four of Swords. And the Romance Angels card is Let Go of Control Issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. All right, so starting off with the card in the past position, right? The World card. Well, card number 21, the World card of the Major Arcana, is the last of the Major Arcanas, right? And it's a significant ending. It's the journey, the Fool's journey begins with the Fool card, the Zero card, and it goes all the way through. He goes through all of his lessons and his ups and downs, and he has the spiritual growth that he needs, and then he reaches the culmination of his journey, which is the World card. After the World card, his cycle, that particular cycle is ended, it's over, and so a brand new cycle begins with the Fool card again. It goes back around, to zero. So it goes full circle. So the World card, with this card appearing in the past position, for some of you, you could have experienced, in the recent past, a definite, significant ending to something. This can be an ending to, to a particular chapter in your life. We're looking at relationships here. So this could have even been, ending a relationship with somebody or ending a certain aspect of that relationship. Maybe this is taking it from one level to the next. If you were just, dating the person, this could be ending that dating phase and beginning some, the next phase, moving in together, getting engaged, getting married. For others, this could be ending, looking more at sort of yourself, more this inner relationship. Could be ending a chapter of a way of thinking, right? Or it could be you reaching some type, because it is a culmination, the World card. So reaching some sort of moment of clarity, you finding clarity or, finding awareness about something. And it is about this, ongoing transformation. And you see how beautiful here she is in this Chrysalis deck. The butterflies are used obviously as the symbols for transformation. Look how beautiful. I mean, she has transformed into this gorgeous butterfly. Look at her wings there, So the transformation, you could have undergone, a significant transformation. And then, with this card, this is sort of, it's all about you really taking off here and this renewal and growth. And actually, the name of this card, Psyche, this word it literally translates into butterfly or soul in Greek. So, she really is all about this transformation, and you reaching this sort of higher calling or ascension or consciousness. So this could be, on a more spiritual level, you could have been experiencing some type of, spiritual growth in the recent past. Maybe you have been, receiving messages. Maybe you've been seeing those signs, synchronicities. Maybe you've been doing something to develop or to enhance this sort of spiritual growth. Maybe you yourself have been reading, using tarot cards or, doing something to meditating more, something to really, to enhance or to reach this, this spiritual growth here with the Psyche card appearing. And then there's sort of this interesting, and the cards I said at the beginning that they really did take a long time to come out. And then it's very different energy here, because then we have this sort of stagnant stalemate energy of the Two of Scrolls immediately after, where it's like, this new beginning's coming, this ending, and then this stagnation. And then you have two cards that speak of healing. With the, this Page of Cups card is the outbound card, and then the Four of Scrolls or Four of Swords is the overall energy. There's healing involved. So it's a very interesting read for you here because, okay, so in the present position, and present, obviously time is malleable. Whenever you hear this message is when you're really meant to hear it. But this Two of Scrolls, or the Suit of Scrolls, the Suit of Swords, is the air energy, and it's the suit that deals with our mind, our intellect. It's the suit of, it's cerebral energy. It's the suit of our thoughts, where we set our intentions, where we come up with our ideas. It's also how we communicate those ideas, right? How we use communication to get our ideas across to others, But the Two of Swords, it's a card of stagnation. It's like a stalemate card. It's a card of kind of needing to make a decision, but not knowing which way to go, feeling, usually in this deck it doesn't, and I'll explain the meaning of it, but it doesn't show, doesn't portray the Two of Swords like it does in the traditional tarot. In the traditional tarot, there's a woman, usually she's, holding two swords across her chest, sort of in a very defensive position or a pose, and then she's blindfolded, so it's like you're unwilling or unable to move forward, unwilling to see a situation for what it really is. You might, facing difficult choices and feeling as though either you don't have all the information to make a decision, or you don't want to see the situation for what it is in order to make that decision. But the main thing with this card is since you're sort of blindfolded and maybe feel as though you can't see which way to go or see in order to make this decision, it's about trusting your instincts. And when facing difficult decisions or choices, it's all about trusting, go within and trust your instincts. And your instincts will never lead you astray. They won't lead you down the wrong path. So there could be, some type of choice that you're facing now in the present position, and you could feel as though, you're unsure as far, and this could be many different things here. This could be, we are looking here more at, either relationships or sort of you yourself, like an inner conflict. But so if this is within a relationship, you could be, weighing things up. You could be choosing between two people. You could be, deciding whether to, stay in a relationship or leave. With this ending card here, this could have to do with, should I continue down, like if you have finished with a, and a relationship has ended, should I go back to that person, or, should I leave things alone? And then we have the two healing cards, which is why I feel that, there's this kind of back and forth, not knowing really, what's the best thing for you. But it's all about, again, and we have the unicorn on this card, right? And so the unicorn in this deck is sort of showing that, use your intuition. There's this sort of horn pointing upwards here. His, the unicorn's horn really speaking to this connection with, the realm that we can't see, right? The hidden realm. So trust in your instincts, trust in your intuition, when making whatever this decision is. And then the Page of Mirrors here, or the Page of Cups, could be an actual person, yes, right? Like I was talking about up here, when we have court cards in a reading, they can be people who are playing a significant role in our lives during this time period. So it could be a younger water sign individual. If so, then this would be a younger Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, male or female, even though she appears as a female here. It's not gender specific. But, usually I take sort of the pages as news bearers, the knights as more of, messengers or acting on something. And so this, it could be a message coming in that that will bring about some type of healing, or news, news that, because she's a news bearer, so news that comes in that has to do with either reconciliation. And I say that because the Suit of Cups, or in this deck it's Mirrors, it has to do with relationships and feelings and emotions. And usually, the Page of Cups brings in news of something. Could be the beginning of a new relationship, could be romantic in nature, could be just a friendship, right? Could be more spiritual in nature. Sometimes this card appears when there's news of a pregnancy or news of a birth of a child. And it's also, this individual, if it is a person, this person is usually very supportive, very loving, very open, very caring. And many times this person, comes in that sense when, when you are in need of kind of a shoulder to cry on, or when you are in need of some type of emotional support. It's a very loving individual. Somebody who will help. You can see here, she's holding all of these. You see her bag is filled with all these medicinal herbs, and she has herbs in her hands, and so she's very good at using these things to help to heal. So there is healing involved here. And then again, like I said, we have this Four of Scrolls over here. The Four of Swords is the overall energy, which is a card of healing. Right? It's a card that speaks of, again, it's the Suit of Swords, or air energy, so it has to do with our thoughts. But it's a card of taking time out, but it's a necessary time out. You need to take this time to recover, to heal, both emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. It's a card of healing. Take time alone, with your thoughts to really sort of think about the past, visualize where you're going. You see that she also has, they're not as prominent as on the Psyche card, she also has little wings there. You see that? So it's about, there is some type of possible transformation, or this transformation is going to come about after this healing here. So there are two big cards here talking about transformation, and then healing, and possibly somebody else coming in to help you heal. So I don't, this page, yes, the page can be bringing in news of a new relationship, or this card sometimes appears at, the beginning stages of a relationship. So, that's why I did mention the reconciliation. I think I could be speaking to different groups of people here. There could be a group who has finished a relationship, or it ended in, one aspect of that relationship ended, possibly debating, weighing up whether you should go back to the person. Maybe a friend could, give you some advice here. You take time out to heal, and there could be a reconciliation. For others, there's this ending and sort of figuring out, where to go from here, trusting in your intuition, taking this time out that you need to heal, and then going through some type of transformation, a personal transformation and healing, and embarking upon a new phase in your life. Now, let me find my guidebook. I'll read you the full description of this, the Romance Angels card that goes along with your reading, and it says, let go of control issues. Romance angels have heard your prayers about your love life. Now it's up to you to allow their help to manifest by stepping out of their way. By trying to control other people or external circumstances, you'll only frustrate yourself and slow down your answered prayer. There are plenty of times in life that call for you to take charge, but this is not one of them. Of course, it's fine to have your preferences, practice visualizations, and hold intentions. Definitely ask the angels for your desires. This card is a reminder, however, that your prayer might be answered differently from what you had in mind. Be open to all possibilities and trust in God's infinite wisdom and compassionate love. Control issues are based upon fears that others won't live up to your expectations. This is also called outlining, where you hand the universe a script of how you want it and everyone to behave. Outlining could cause you to overlook an even more beautiful way in which your prayers may be answered. Please call upon the romance angels to elevate your levels of trust so that you can enjoy the creative avenues by which true love comes to you. Well, that's interesting. So, a need to, and maybe that does have, going back to this Two of Scrolls, where it was really asking you to, allow your instincts to guide you more, which isn't always easy, and thinking about control and how many times, we as humans, we try to, or we want to control, many aspects of what goes on in our lives. And it's hard to sort of, let go of the reins and say, okay, I'm trusting in the universe. I'm trusting in the fact that these things will happen as they are meant to happen, and trust in your instinct and intuition to guide you. That's definitely a message coming through here. Yeah, and it looks like it could, for some of you, it could be a period of greater inner growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth. Um, yeah, interesting read for you, I would say. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.